Hello everyone, it is Jacob here with, what is it, part 6? I finally got enough damage and survivability to, be confident enough to show you a sort of profound, Time Arcade profound build. So for profound, you will need around 300 plus billion DPS and enough survivability to survive whatever mechanics you are playing. For me, I'm focusing on Arcana, as you can see on the screen. And the most damage that you get there, and the thing that kills you the most, is physical and fire damage, mostly because all the other things are fairly easily avoidable. But what you want to focus on with Arcana is surviving the, what is it called? The Devil? So those purple stars flying around after you kill monsters. So you just want to get enough survivability to survive getting hit by those, which this build finally has. I will show you everything right after I finish this, because you guys asked for a gameplay on YouTube. So I'm trying to give you at least something, because if I was just showing you a gameplay, the videos would take like 40 minutes, and nobody really wants to watch that, right? So I'm trying to confine that under 20 minutes most of the times. Even that seems long to me, but I'm giving everyone the information that the new people coming into the game need to know to be able to use it in the future and to understand how the things actually interact together in this build and in other builds as well, because this build is a build stacking build, but it is still damage over time build, and you can use most of the information on mind control Yugas or mind control Tias, because they are using Reap as well, which is the main source of damage. After you stack enough damage over time, Reap cooldown and Reap duration is the thing that brings you damage. So yeah, that's that.
The star. The helmet.
Survivability wise, you want to focus on this character. I'm not resistance capped, but every time you die, if you are dying, check what killed you, check what damage type killed you. For me, it was mostly fire damage, so that's why I focus on fire resistance first. I got 64 because I have max resistance on my armor, but fire damage was killing me the most, so I was trying to get at least that one to the max. You will eventually be able to cap everything, obviously, but I'm still running mixed of tier 2 and tier 1 gear with a few precise pieces that I actually managed to get some of the mods to tier 0. The important ones that I know will stay on the items. Other than that, damage wise, just get enough damage to feel comfortable clearing your maps with, or clearing the difficulty that you are running on. See, I can still die. And it is mostly fire damage, so that's why I focused on fire damage. It is also hit damage, so someone on Discord was asking how to get more survivability. And the easiest way, if you are dying from hit damage, is getting barrier, which I have running here. In this season, they changed the mods on rare items a little bit. Before, you were able to craft barrier generation on helmet. In this season, they moved that craft on ring. So if you are dying from hit damage, barrier is a great source of extra HP pool. And you can craft barrier generation on a ring. The mod looks like this. 100% chance to gain a barrier for every 5 meters you move. When you get it to tier 0, you get even 25% more barrier shield. What barrier does, it basically takes your base life and energy shield and gets 20% of that and gives you a shield which then like absorbs 50% of the hit damage taken. So you're effectively increasing your HP pool, and 5 meters is not that much. Like the dash that you use, either like Shadow Dash or Blink, those have around 6 meters range. So every time you dash, you should be able to, you will be able to generate barrier. Yeah, that was a bit longer. Arcanamic. This is how the build performs in the map. If you have Pact Spirits, like for any mech you like, and like, let's say you like running, I don't know, what is it called? The snow paper thingy, canvas. And you have pets for canvas, focus on that. Any like mech in the game, or each of the mechanics in the game actually generates different type of resources, and all of the resources are useful, so you are able to make currency with any mechanic you choose. What I would suggest everyone to do is focus on those mechanics that you have Pact Spirits for. If you don't have Pact Spirits for any mech, just run purple Pact Spirits that give you drop quant in maps, like I do here. Just as much drop quantity as you can, and run whatever mechanic you like, or focus on farming beacons and sell beacons to other people. Yeah. And if you don't have even those pets, then just focus on the season mech. The season mechanic early on feels underwhelming, but as you level it up to tier 3, 4, and 5, as the star level here, once you get it to level 3 and then 4 and 5, the rivers actually start being noticeable. You will start dropping flame elementiums from the robots and from the guards. And once you get to profound, you will start dropping the coins in 10 stacks on the ground. So if you are on profound already and you did not focus on the league mechanic yet, or on the season mechanic yet, start focusing on it, because you will level it up really quickly, since you are dropping a lot more coins on profound compared to Time Mark 8 and even 8.2. And I was running the season these first basic storage areas yesterday, which you can either start for coins, for 3,000 coins. But don't spend coins on this until you have it on level 5. But you can also farm these invitations from the mech itself and run it for free. And from each of these basic storage areas I got around 80 FEs, like raw FEs on average. Some of them dropped 150, some of them dropped 50, but on average like 75, 80 FEs. That's free currency, extra currency that you can get while running your maps. And you can pair the League mech with the Sandlord constellation, which you can do just by maxing this chance to spawn the Sandlord beacon or the Sand Pirates station, and just start farming gold, level up your oasis, and then send ships. That's it. And because when you have the Sandlord mechanic running in the map, the robots from the season mechanic actually drop gold as well. So you can farm gold fairly efficiently when you have this. And you don't even need to use a compass for it, you just put 15 points here and farm gold passively and get passive income from the Sandlord mech. I'm using compass, so I don't have this upper tree. I took chance to multiply the gold. Yeah, that's pretty much how I make money. Like, I combine Arcana with Ice and with Sandlord. I have the Oasis on level 8 already.
Please select the calibration
And I'm
intensity for invincibility
making gold
number 2.
or making FEs from there. Build right now at this stage has around 2 to 400 billion DPS, or even 5 sometimes, depends on how you proc things. I swapped a few points around to get even more survivability, but if you put less points into defense, for example, here in Psychic, I took defense and injury buffer, but you could take these 6 points and put them into affliction effect and get even more damage. So yeah, I focus more on defense now since I feel that I do enough damage to kill monsters like sort of efficiently, and I know the damage will come since once you get to profound, the damage will come fairly quickly because that's the tier where you start farming a lot of FEs. So yeah, let's hop into the build review. I crafted a few, I bought a few priceless items, which are the item level 100, and I will go over them now. First, I bought the scepter. But before I get into the gear, as I mentioned in the previous video, you want to get a Days pedigree. This, in my opinion, get this before you start crafting your weapon, because this will net you a lot of survivability and a lot of damage as well. So Days, with anything that I showed you in the last video, I got freebirds with 1 stone. If you get freebirds with 1 stone, you will get 2 extra projectiles, and it basically frees you the Pact Spirit slot if you don't have Iron Lion. If I got second curse on a ring or an amulet, I could swap that for Omen, for example, and run 2 curses instantly without having to buy a second candle with additional curse. But yeah, I get it. No one has all the Pact Spirits, and I even don't have all of them. So just focus on those that you have and try to, with Pact Spirit focus, with Pact Spirits focus on the strengths of your build. Don't try to like mitigate weaknesses. Focus on strengths and boost strengths, and work around weaknesses with some of the gear choices instead. So yeah, after you get the pedigree with the days and whatever, I can show it briefly here. So what you would focus on is days plus whatever, plague, rushed, freebirds with 1 stone, affliction, mirrored beyond cure, or winter. Conductive requires gearing, so not conductive, but all the other ones would be good combination with the days. Now hop on the gear. The first thing that you get for damage, if you want more damage, you don't need defense, is get a weapon, item level 100. Try to get one with the base affix of additional damage over time. And then I crafted the sequence myself. I got lucky enough to get it on first try. Or, well, just buy the base with the damage over time, which goes for 1.5k. And then craft whatever sequence you you can and which will be useful. I got the explode one. I'm not sure how much it helps since it is physical damage. I don't think that it is that crazy, but it is useful somewhat, so I kept it. I plan to reroll that in the future once the weapon is done and once I have the other gear pieces done as well. But mods on the weapon, what you want? You want to get the base weld, definitely, the same as on your tier 1 weapon, 45%. Then you want to get the reap, and you want to get cooldown recovery speed for reap. Those are the three main mods that you want to get. And then you fill the weapon with whatever useful mods you can get. So for example, on these advanced, for me it was either intelligence or cold skill levels, for example. So I was rolling cold skill levels or intelligence and just kept whatever hit first. For this elemental penetration, I was rolling elemental erosion penetration or spell skill level or additional damage and just kept whatever hit first because you just don't want to waste a lot of FEs on your first weapons since these three mods, the Reap and Wild and Reap cooldown, will net you the most damage and you just want to fill the item with useful mods after that. So yeah, erosion, spell skill level or additional damage applied to life. And for this base mod here, I was rolling either affliction on or erosion damage. Both would give you damage boost, so I kept whatever hit first, which was erosion damage. I would prefer affliction. I will recraft it once I got the other gear pieces done, but for the first weapon upgrade, this is just fine. And the same approach is applied to all the other rare pieces. So you just get the core mods that you want in your build. So the next piece that I was crafting was my belt. Because I want to get the dirty tricks blending affix, which I'm farming for myself. You need 4 of these sandalwood incenses for it, which go for around 300 FEs each. I already got 2 from my Sandlord Oasis. Then you need a few of these as well, so yeah. Once I get dirty tricks on the belt, I'll be able to swap the entire Warlock tree for Shadow Master. That's what the belt will let me do. But the mods on the belt that you want, definitely minus additional damage taken at low mana. That cost me a lot. I've spent like maybe 2k on this mod only. And you want to get a base with aura effect because we are running 3 auras. This boosts all of them. Yeah, just get it. And the third mod, I was rolling for either defense or intelligence, and just kept whatever hit first, as you can see. And I wanted a spell block as well. For the spell block, I was rolling either spell block or intelligence. Yeah, I will reroll the defense later on for intelligence to get more damage. And on the suffixes, you want to get the reap. And you want to, for now, fill up your resistances just to get more resistances. But later on, you might consider swapping it for like will duration maybe if you get the resistances somewhere else. Or let's say element duration or affliction effect are great mods as well. So yeah, that's it. That is the belt. And for the ring, as I mentioned in the map showcase, barrier is huge, so try to get a ring with barrier. I got it priceless just because I will keep the ring for the future. Try to reroll the base affix maybe later on, or put a base affix from a different base on it. Yeah, barrier. And then just fill the ring with mods that will help you. Max energy, shield damage, intelligence. And since I need resistances still, Later on I would want to get the Reap cooldown recovery here and the plus 12 elemental resistance, but for now I did not have the currency to spend on the ring, so I just filled it with whatever resistances I needed. I got tier 2 intelligence and tier 3 damage. Yeah, I just fill in the ring. The next piece that I will be crafting will be the necklace, which I still have tier 2, and I dropped the tier 1 helmet, so I crafted it, but eventually I will be swapping to priceless as well. Yeah, still do not have the elemental erosion penetration corrupt. That will boost my damage a lot, and I should focus on it as well. Once I get around, I don't know, 2k FEs, I will try to buy a few bases and try to corrupt them myself. That is that.
Justice might come late.
For passives, I will just show them because I explained them in the last video. I'm focusing on energy shield wherever you can get, just get defense. That's my approach, because the damage will come, but the defenses are limited, and if you want to run maps comfortably, you just want more defense. So these are the passive tree. This is the passive tree. For Statue of the God, I got to 10 jumps by buying one more Fallen Starlight, because in the last video we counted the jumps and it ended up on 9. So I bought one more slate with +1 jump, so I have 10 jumps now, which increased my damage a lot. So jumps, then blur, and blur effect here, then the double mod pedigree. Eventually I will swap out something and start putting in the copy slates, spark and mods, but those cost like 4 and 1.5k each now.
My duty to
So
cleanse
yeah,
the
I have
evil
other priorities gear wise for now. Hero memory is still the same as I had in the previous video, focusing on Reap cooldown, crit strike damage, and block chance. Yeah, that's pretty much it about the build. I showed you some gameplay, I gave you a lot of tips, hope you like the information. If you do, leave the video a like, and I will see you in the next update. Bye!